Hello guys, welcome back. Happy whatever day you're watching this video, first and foremost. Thanks for tuning in. Today I have my Christmas haul 2025. It's not very long because I purchased a lot of stuff last year. If you guys remember, last year was the first Christmas we've been in a new house, and I purchased a good bit of stuff, although I didn't get to where I wanted to get to last year and get all that stuff put out and all my rooms decorated. It is not a very big haul. I got a few things sprayed around me. I have Walmart. I picked up a couple things from Ross. Majority of it came from Hobby Lobby because you know that's where the deal's at. We get our 50% off. And the few things that I got from Walmart, I wasn't going out Christmas shopping. I stumbled up on these, but they are perfect for the color scheme. So that's the reason I snagged those. And then I have one item over here. Actually, I already own this item and I did not use it this year, but I think it's going to fall right in line with what I'm using this year. And I think I will be putting that out. And I think that's it. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in there. So, honey, if you know, you know. The viral Norfolk Pine Real Touch Garland. That's all the rage. I think I got one or two of these last year. So this year I picked up another one. And I don't think I'll be needing any more than that. So unless they're dirt cheap after Christmas and I stumble across one, that's the only way I'll be picking up another one. Because I think 3 is more than enough. But I think this was, I want to think like $49.99 with, but you know, Hobby Lobby stuff is always 50% off. This is your 6-foot garland, 6 feet. So that is that. And since I picked this up and this is Hobby Lobby, we're going to keep going with Hobby Lobby. I saw this little tree last year after Christmas, but they only had the smaller version of this. So this one, I think, is just over 2 feet, the tree itself. So with the pot is taller than that. So I think I'm going to use this in my entryway. This is a decent sized pot from a circumference standpoint, but I'm hoping I have a vase with a wide mouth that I can sit this down in and put on my entryway table. So that's my thought process when I pick this up. We're going to see how that work out for me. But I absolutely love just the whimsical look of this. I don't like a whole lot of structured stuff. So the whimsical look of this is what made me fall in love with this one. And it wasn't super expensive because, again, Hobby Lobby stuff is 50% off. I have 4 of these picks. So last year was the first year that I used this brown and gold and beige color scheme. So that's what I'm going to do this year. I did have to purchase a new tree this year. So what I realized last year, I had my big tree in my dining room and it was just a little bit too big for this space. So this year, the old tree that I had out in between the kitchen and living area, I tossed that out because when I put it up last year, it was shed and I had had that tree for a long time. So I did finally get rid of that. I purchased a second tree, but because I knew I was going to switch these out, and I'm looking here because my new tree is right here on my right, I chose to put the big tree in the main living area and I put this slim tree in the dining room. And it's just perfect for this space. I probably won't share that with you guys today. And I might just share the trees. They're not decorated. I did put them up because that's a job by itself. So if you know, you know. But these picks came from Hobby Lobby. I have 4 of these, 2 and 2. And they right in my color scheme. Now I will tell you, I'm not the glitter girl. I'm not crazy about those. So in my brown, I did use this color last year, but I also have some dark chocolate brown, velvety chocolate, that I'm adding in this year. So I might see if I can get this gold leaves out of here. We'll see. I'm not crazy about glitter because it just gets everywhere and make such a mess. And I don't have a whole lot of glitter that I'm going to be incorporating this year. So we'll see how that plays out. Also, I'm going to go ahead and share these first. I have, I think, 8 of these. I have a total of 8 of these. And they're ornaments, but they're actually like paper mache. But I love that natural color. And like I said, I'm sticking with the same color scheme that I had last year. So this natural beige taupey color is perfect. And I have a total of 8 of these. And then these are also like the Norfolk pine Garland, very similar, not the exact same kind, but very similar. And I got these from Hobby Lobby, and I want to think these may have been like $1.50 to $2. Last year I picked up 1 or 2 of these, but scoured the store and couldn't find them, and they never got them back in. At least every time I went in there, they never had them. But I found them this year, found them early, so I decided to jump on these because these can just be added in a vase. They can be added in a tree. A lot of different uses for this. I plan on doing I know you guys have seen the viral double-sided swag that you put over the door where you make the big bow and you add in your picks and the ribbon and all this stuff for your door. And when you hang it across the door, one side shows on the outside, one side shows on the inside. I'm planning to do that, and definitely the extra greenery will come in handy for that. And I want to think I got at least 10 or 12 of these. I picked up a lot of them, and I bought these at 2 different times. Every time I went in there, I picked up a few more. So I got at least 10 or 12 of those. Excited to have those. And then I think I mentioned the color that I had last year was more this. And then this is the dark chocolate that I found this year. And this is what I'm going to be adding in. And I think, yeah, this was Hobby Lobby. Yes. But this is, I already have out in my living room. So I don't plan on switching out a ton. I'm just going to take the fall stems and the pumpkin, the things that scream, fall. I'm going to take those things out, and then I'm going to incorporate some of the same natural, neutral, and rich chocolate color in for Christmas. That's another reason I swapped the trees, because the big tree is the one that had this color, and I needed a few more things to fill out that tree in the main space, because in this space was in a corner, so the back of the tree was less decorated than the sides in the front. So I need a little bit more things putting it out in the main area. That's the reason I picked those up. And I got a total of 3 of those. They were a good deal with the 50% off. And then this is what I had last year. So you can see why I picked this up. Very same color scheme, minus this beige color. So I needed, again, like I said, some more to fill out my big tree in my main living area. And I did pick up 2 of these. And I got these early because this color sold out early last year, super early. And so this year when it came, I made sure I scooped these up. And I think that is it from Hobby Lobby. Oh no, one more thing. These came from Hobby Lobby. So the slim tree is going to have black, cream, gold, and I maybe got some metallic-y looking silver, I think, on that tree. But these are going to fall right in line with the color scheme on that tree. And this tree, even though it's slim, is taller than the tree that I used last year. So needed a few additional pieces for that tree as well. And I think I got 6 of these from Hobby Lobby. So love those. This is something that I picked up last year at Walmart after Christmas. And these are just some little I don't know if these, no, it's only 3 in here, so they are not uh, napkin rings. That's what I originally thought they were, but they're not. It's only 3 in here. And it actually says gift topper, but that's not how I'm going to be using them. I think I'm going to be using these with some taper candles. And then this is Walmart last year. Picked this up after Christmas, super cheap. But they do have this line back, my Texas house. And this year, I've seen it so far in a little bit different style tree. I saw a wreath. They have some ornaments that match this collection. So if you love this pearl look, check out my Texas house in Walmart. They got several different items that fall in that collection. This, the chocolate brown, this is just a ribbon topper for gifts. Is one with the clip. But I'm going to be cutting this loose and using this to just do some faux gifts underneath the tree in the main area. And then here's the gorgeous chocolate brown. Walmart. It's only 4 in here. This thing was $8. I thought that was a little high, but absolutely love the color and we're not going to leave without this color because this is absolutely what I wanted to incorporate. So I got 2 of those. And I just need to sprinkle this in on top of what I had. So this is just some twine. This came from Walmart that I'm going to use also kind of in conjunction with the ribbon for gifts that I'm going to put in that main area under that tree. And the last thing is these reindeers. And these were not this color. I spray painted these. This is the, let me see if I can turn it this way so you can get an idea. This is the larger of the 2. And then here's the one that's a little bit smaller. Now these are very reminiscent of the Pottery Barn reindeers that are so popular. Mine came from Ross, but I did see these exact reindeers. I saw them in Walmart. The ones I saw were a different color, I think gold. But they did have the black ones online, and every time I went online, they were sold out. So I grabbed these. One was gold, one was silver, but as you can see, I spray painted both of these matte black. And absolutely love them. So as I said, it wasn't going to be a long video because I didn't have a ton of stuff to get this year. I just wanted a few things to sprinkle in to kind of fill out the trees. So hey guys, at the time of filming this video, my trees are actually up. They're not decorated. So I'm just going to insert the footage of me assembling those trees. And I do have, I think I mentioned, 2 trees, a slim tree and then a big tree. I think they both are 9 feet trees. Both the rooms that the trees are in are vaulted, and the 9 foot serves both rooms pretty good. The one in the dining room probably, and I'm looking up because I'm looking at the tree. The one in this room could have actually been a little bit taller, but you know, decorating and getting to it and all the things. I'm not, you know, the youngest person, so I don't want to take a risk. 9 feet looks good in this room, and I think it will serve us well. The slim tree is new. The tree that I had before, I think was 7.5 feet, but I had it in a big planter to raise it up, so it gave the same look, but it was old. I had it many years and it shedded something terrible last year. So I decided to I think I ended up giving it to Goodwill because, you know, somebody could use it because it was still good. It looked good when it was decorated. It was a really full tree, but it had started to shed a lot. So I got the slim tree because it just fits the space in the dining room a whole lot better. And you'll see that when in the next video when I come back and I actually share the trees in more detail. And then my big tree, I did change my living room around a little bit to accommodate this tree, and I actually like the look better, so I think I'm gonna leave it that way. But as I assembled the trees, I used my space in between my kitchen and living room because it just afforded me the opportunity to work around the trees as I put them together a whole lot better. So you'll see that. Without rambling, let me just insert that footage, and then in the next video, I will share the trees in more detail. I may in that video also share these two rooms that the trees are in. But if not, I will definitely go into more detail of the trees, where what I already had, what I purchased, and then the next video for sure will be a tour of my home as it's decorated for Christmas. All right.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. La 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. La 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 la. See the blazing Yule before us. La 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. La 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. La 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure. La 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 la.
Okay, guys, so that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.